Alright, and here we are, step level 9 of Hall of Heroes, where ideally we're going to start off with Bulwer first, but really depending on how, well, the layers are of both the enemies and the gates. Hello everybody, welcome to, or welcome back to another episode of Pikmin 2. Okay, so there is a hairy Bulwer right there, but actually it's not that bad RNG, because we got the gate here, which we can actually get the Bulwer stuck there, well, on the other side, but unfortunately it's just going after us right now, so maybe that's not the greatest, but we can still get it off in the corner here, so Olimar's going to be the bait for it as we hopefully make it through this gate without getting it all the way here. Thankfully, just like the gathering point, it should ideally go to the one that's closest. Doesn't look like it actually has... oh! It does have its pups following it. It's just the pups are stuck, so that is actually fantastic for us. That means we don't actually really have to worry about, well, all of those together. Just trying to separate the Pikmin and get the purples here, which means this is actually really good RNG for us. The fact that those guys were stuck right there means we could just get the juviles and get this guy done first, just like that. Good job, purple Pikmin. Now we can take care of these little guys. Ideally, we don't get the other guys woken up. We might lose a Pikmin or two here, but that's okay. I'd rather lose a little bit than get these guys to be eating all of our purples out. I love how those little remaining purple Pikmin right there are just like, yeah, we're going to try to get... okay. No, don't get that close! Don't get that close, sweethearts. I appreciate your enthusiasm. Now that means we can actually just get Olimar down here too. And we're just gonna get this purples to just try to continue to just get that. And thankfully, we didn't have to worry about this guy just going back to life and be like, haha, now I'm gonna eat all of you guys. I actually really like this floor. I mean, the RNG for it was actually pretty decent. It does suck how close this hairy Bulwer was, because that could have actually been a lot more dangerous than it actually was. Thankfully, it weren't. And this guy is lucky enough not to actually have treasure in him. Now it's time to deal with the orange menace right here, which isn't actually that menacing, because we still have purples on us. Now we can finally get this guy back and find where the... oh, that's right, it is the fiery box that has the treasure that we are looking for. Unfortunately, we need red source. Oh, purple Pikmin, you did great, but now it's time for the President and Olimar to just start punching this thing. The fact that you could do that is just hilarious to me. Onward to 1 for the team. Now a lot of his health was taken down. It's actually almost even to what the President was. And it looks like it really wants to go to this treasure. But the other guys were just in the way. And I think there's only one treasure, which would be that fiery box. It's surprising they didn't actually stick a treasure in the orange blocks, or bulborb, not blocks, or the other guys too. But okay, Prizzy, please stay right over there. Prizzy kind of sounds like you're just calling him a present. Don't know why I find that kind of funny. And here we are. So what is this gonna be called? Tool of knife? I know that's not what it's gonna be called. A dimensional slicer. So would it be able to slice through the water waves then? Yes, technically, because the water waves is basically water. And now onto sub level 10, which we have 2 Emperor blocks, which hopefully the RNG with these guys are not going to be that bad. Okay, well we got 2 Emperor blocks kind of side to side, but we also have Metites that are going to be buried around here. Right there! It's too bad we can't just punch them. And thankfully, those are the 2, and ooh, The one that's nearest to us is going to be the one with the treasure. That is also perfect. So we're just gonna come over here. Come on, guys. I don't want to wake up this Emperor right here. I'm surprised it's even allowing us to get this close before waking up. But you know what? That's just how it is. And hopefully all the Mitites are actually out of the way. And just in case the one ends up waking up the other Emperor, we're just gonna go with those guys to the side. Now collect all of our purples and start destroying them. So I don't think both of them actually have treasures in it, but I'm also not completely certain about that. Oh, I thought that one purple just like tripped. But yeah. So hopefully this is far away enough that we could just completely spam and make sure that the Emperor gets destroyed before it even gets a chance to wake up. Thankfully, it did. I'm gonna leave the other one alone because I don't think it really has anything in it. It's also not really that much of a threat. I love how the music is still just kind of going. Despite the other one not even being awake. I wonder if it would do that if the snipers were also super close to each other. Not sure, but we got ourselves a r.o.b block, which is the gyro block. It looks a little bit like marble. And now this, I would say, is going to be the most threatful rune of all of them, because of how we start with these larvae right here. But thankfully, with the president is standing, they shouldn't try to go after our Pikmin. But we shall see about that. I know we could also just freeze them, just like that. Very easy, and now we can just get these guys to go up to the side. Normally I wouldn't, but yeah, I'd rather have a good RNG like that. So now we could just go ahead and destroy the Empress and all, all of its children. That poor president though, just getting pooped like that. Okay, well, I guess we should really be paying attention to where we are standing right now. I'm actually going to focus on getting this done before we start actually beating her down. Well, I'd rather not get ourselves completely rushed. And I know that I like the water wraith, well, not the water wraith. The water wraith was fine, the water wraith isn't even here. Unlike the Titan Dweevil though, in the water, we don't actually have to worry about... whatever Pikmin was... Where was that Pikmin? I feel so bad for it, but at the same time it was just kind of doing its thing. Let's see if we can actually defeat this before it goes into its third cycle, and it did. So the threat wasn't actually that much of a threat in the first place. Real President! Why don't they protect themselves outside of being in control? It's like you would think with how many things could actually defeat them. I mean, just like Louie, I think one of the first few episodes really just got obliterated by two of the pincher enemies. I don't remember what they are. They're all wasp enemies. And this one... Let's see what this one's gonna be called. It's not gonna be a gyro again. Oh, it is. Favorite gyro block. But he ran into the water. And those things just actually ate him to death. It was kind of interesting. Sorry, passing out, rather. Thankfully, do not actually die, because that would be very dark, even if it's for a Pikmin game, which honestly is probably one of the darker series that this game has. This is a rest area, but it also has some flint beetles and some doodlebugs. The doodlebugs I'm more worried about. And the doodlebugs actually don't tend to be in corners. Ah, this guy was right here! Which I don't think I was gonna say. I think after getting the treasure, it actually just kind of goes away. But I like how restrooms can still have dangers. Like the doodlebugs! Let's see, is this one gonna be joyful or envious, maybe? Gyro block? Spotto? The lost gyro block. Interesting. At least it's not a sad gyro block. It's just like the one treasure that was green. It was like sad something. It's like the oh, okay, hello doodlebug. That's exactly why I throw them in lead, because these things are terrifying when they just pop up randomly like that. Thankfully we didn't lose any of our Pikmin, and we got ourselves some more juice. But now it's just finding the other beetle that's somewhere in the ground, so we can get the other sprays. Not that we really need any. Not at all. And there we go. Dudes did scare me, and ooh, juice orange juice right there. I also love that one purple Pikmin, which is kind of just showing off on the side. But alright, President, it is time for you to come back. I'm just going to spam that. Hello, Olimar, how you doing? So let's see if we can actually get both of these juices at once, or if it's just going to give us one individual one. I have to shove you over here, Olimar, so you can drink the juice. It's great, we actually need to get him off for some reason. Otherwise he just won't drink the juice. There we go, that's one. And unfortunately, we could not get that RNG right there, but that's okay. I kind of saw that coming in the first place, but this main. Okay, I was trying to switch it, but then it just didn't switch. Oh well, and I guess at plus side we can at least get our other Pikmin back. So we're gonna get this little red Pikmin right here. Actually, no. Get the little Wolfman dude here. I just feel bad that they can't just follow us to the surface. But at the same time, it makes sense that they can't follow us to the surface. It's because they are really like they're parasites. So they just kind of thrive off of being in the ground. Now to floor 13, which I believe has the second man at lace here. And it is. So like this one, we can exactly spam our triples on because it's in the water. I also love how they've used this map for the challenge mode for it. One where you have to collect a r.o.b, which I have yet to actually just completely get. I just cannot separate these guys. Olimar just really wants to stay with the president. And I don't blame him, he is probably trying to protect them, but at the same time it's like bruh. And at least we can bring the— where you go, little buddy? Killing the Bulbin with this, but unlike the challenge video, or unlike the challenge mode, there's not 800 things around here. But hopefully, we can actually get this thing done with ease without losing all of our Pikmin. Actually, we use— no, I don't want to use— actually, we will use the better spray here. Because it's not like we're really going to get, like, well, we're gonna get a treasure for it, but it's not like it drops, like, pellet posies or anything from it. And it also just makes it a whole lot quicker. And we can also absorb this juice right here. So that is a man-at-arms. Very easy to deal with if you know what you're doing. And also if you just are not scared of losing that many Pikmin. I mean, the amount of Pikmin that we lost already, just I think from the last one, just from some boulders. We lose some from a boss. That feels like it's more appropriate. And I think the next one that's going to show up is one that's also full of— yes, the next— I know what the next one is. It's the one that could be surprise, but it's not very surprise. Memorable r.o.b block. Like that. I love how we also just get r.o.b at the very end here. So how many people, or how many of you know of r.o.b before this game? Or r.o.b by actually calling r.o.b not as a treasure. I don't remember what it calls— what the game calls it in here. But this one. Hopefully, we get the purples where the boss is. We're gonna grab all of these guys though, and hopefully it's not gonna show up in the water. If it shows up in the water, it shows up in the water, but we are definitely gonna get the rest of them over here, so that we don't have to worry about them trying to run after all of these beautiful little weevils here. And where are you gonna show up, buddy? Where are you gonna show up? In the water. Okay. That sucks. But at least we know we don't have to worry about losing our mighty little friends here. Okay, here we go. We also just wasted a spray, unfortunately, but that's okay. So if it isn't a hint already, we are going to be facing the one and only beady long legs. Although it's not the one and only, because there are plenty other ones that we could just destroy. And again, it's another one that I don't mind just using sprays for, because we don't actually get anything from the corpses. I'm pretty sure all we get is just nectar and a treasure. Oh, that's great, we'll have to actually escort these guys back. I forgot about that. I'm sorry, little Weevil, you're gonna have to get off of here. And no, you guys don't need to go after. No, my goodness, no, we gotta wait. Yeah, it's another one of these rooms. Like, I love these Weevils. Sometimes they're just little poops. I think really none of our Pikmin are really just going to have to worry about getting suffocated or anything. Now we're good to actually wait to buy the I'm surprised that Weevil right there already hasn't tried to like burn the Pikmin. Which I'm not complaining about. The Fawn Child Block. So this next one is also not gonna be so worrisome. Because it's another spider. And it's actually one of the ones, well, one of the other 4 bosses that are not going to be repeated. But the other ones, the final 4. It seems like it's going to be terrifying. Oh, that's right. Jellyfoot, so maybe we will come in here with a little bit more ease. So we don't get the chance of it fighting off one of the jellyfoot that's like right here. I like how there's also a chance that you can stun the jellyfoot too. Because ideally we don't get these guys trying to squish us right there. I also feel really bad for fighting the jellyfoot. Because they're kind of more peaceful ones, and they only really go after Pikmin, not after any of the captains. At least as far as I'm aware of, I don't think they can actually suck up the captains. Maybe the greater jellyfoats. But I honestly don't really remember. I like how it looks like right now it's going to be this jellyfoat that is actually going to have treasure on it. Unfortunately for it, it doesn't really stand a chance though. But alright. So just gonna go off to the side just to make sure this thing is not going to completely crush our Pikmin. It is also a lot bigger than I thought it was going to look. So can we... okay, we can freeze these guys. But unlike the other ones, it has a lot more health, so using the sprays actually probably isn't going to be the best plan. I also don't mind losing any of our Pikmin. Still don't want to lose our Pikmin, but if we just stand in the middle, we should stand more of a chance. But we'll see. So what was your guys' first encounter with this? Oh, of course we lost a Pikmin right there. I just saw that coming, unfortunately, but that's why I don't normally so much in the middle here. So let's just these guys down. It's such an awkward boss, and if it starts stamping, ideally, okay, it is stamping right there. But thankfully, with it being like right in the middle, it's actually not that much of a threat. It's just kind of surviving. Normally, I would use reds here because it is easier to survive. But it looks like we really don't need to worry about it. I like how this is our last boss. It's literally just a spider that is really easy to take care of. Hey, here's its head. Like I said, courses don't really drop anything. And I love the way that it just kind of cracks itself off. Is one, and it just makes me think of an egg. But also, two, it reminds me of the party poppers from Melee. I don't think the party poppers are in any other game. And I'm pretty sure after collecting this last treasure, it's not even going to allow us to go out of the cave, because this is the final treasure of the game. R.o.b, which will actually be the memorable old buddy, which is also R.o.b. I love that. Oh, that's the reference. So let's see, is it going to let's go to the cave? And it is. I'm assuming then after we get out of this, actually that makes sense, because You had to get out of the cave in order for it to save. But 18 deaths from here, and it doesn't really show where you lose all the Pikmin to, which is unfortunate, so curious to know what floor we lost so many Pikmin on here. We lost 5 from them, well, I don't remember what this long leg is called. We should call it like stubby long legs or something like that. And you've collected every treasure! Congratulations! And is this ship? Or what is this supposed to be? It is. See, and I like how it just automatically shoves us out. But unfortunately we don't have the perfect ending, which will be the secret ending, because at this point it's not really a secret, because most people know about it. Which involves unlocking the I don't know how the president is just talking in the background, or just laughing jolly. Not really sure what he's doing. But damn, this place looks beautiful. I like how it shows all the different ones. Oh, I love how all the Pikmin just glow. Now imagine if this was actually the glow Pikmin, because it's at nighttime. But I wonder if that's how they got the idea of getting glow Pikmin. But no, it's just the Pikmin somehow lighting up. We're not really going to question why they're lighting up so much. Just know that it is. Oh, it's so pretty. I wonder if that's like nectar popping out. Probably not. It's just a whole party, a rave of Pikmin. But what I was going to say about the hidden credits, which not really credits, is by completing 100% and a perfect of the challenge mode, which I got most of those done, is just the I forgot which challenge one which number it is, but it's the one that actually has all the raw pieces in together. But there's Pikmin 2! Fully completed. And I don't think we can actually skip this. Yeah, we can't. But we've already watched the credits and the end. We did it, guys. We did it! And it was Purple Priority 2, which was mostly Purple Pikmin only, but it wasn't completely, so if you wanted to actually see a full, like, Pikmin 2 only Purple, let me rephrase that. If you wanted to see a Pikmin 2 Purple only challenge, let me know. I would be totally down to doing that. I was gonna say, is it actually going to allow us to go through a So let's see how many Pikmin we lost from here. So I'm pretty sure this is still just a total from here. Lost through fire, 11. Lost through water, a lot. Electricity, I thought it was going to be more. Explosives, I thought was going to be more as well. Well, only a little bit from poison. He laughed so hard. So I don't know, it's not laughing gas, it just makes me think of that. What a little white Pikmin. Okay. So not too bad overall, we could have lost a whole lot more Pikmin. Also, yeah, if you wanted to see like a Death Wish challenge as well, let me know. But there we go! That's all of them defeated, and we didn't actually get all of the enemies, well, enemies, all the creatures in the Piklopedia here, because here is the Dweevils, and the other two of these little candy pop buds. But now I still have you guys with me, and we're speaking of challenge mode, so just gonna see how many we still have left. And if you guys would like to try to actually get the rest of them, I need some water. Water check, if you need to hydrate, please drink some water, that would be the time. Okay, see how many we actually have left. Explorer's Cave. Okay, all of these ones are actually very easy to actually get, but I believe it is hazard training? No, it's not. It's the secret testing range, which has the man at legs one. I almost said the man at arms again, but I'll probably end up doing like a couple of bonus videos just to get these. Of course, it won't be with only purples because of these we don't even get purples most. But if you have any tips with the secret testing range, just let me know, because it's the one that I've gotten. Like, it's the only one left that I have in my Switch, the playthrough of it. But for these, there's still a lot more. But yeah, anyways. With that then, we shall leave it here. Thank you so much for watching. If you have watched the whole series along with me, thank you so much for joining along. But even if you've just watched just this episode. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video with this series, please give it a big thumbs up, slap that subscribe button, set something down in the comments down below, do what you do. I will see you in the next video. It might be a channel video, it might be more Zelda, who knows? But until then, peace.